Alright, came to my attention that some of you said I needed adult supervision. So I found someone who used to drive in the ambulance towards the chaos willingly.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I was a paramedic for 10 years. Seen things, smelled worse. Somehow I ended up here on the Psych ward of podcasts.
Same chaos, less paperwork.
Probably still gonna need gloves.
Absolutely.
Code white, 2 southeast. Code white, 2 southeast.
Let's touch on the second one for just a moment. Eating each other's seriously?
Are they friend lovers? I mean, ma'am, please remove your hand from your cooch. Ma'am, please come. No, come on.
She's like the Energizer Bunny. Turns out the vein was not the only thing being injected.
Right.
Sometimes somebody's gonna whip out their wiener.
Yeah.
More often than not.
More often than not.
It's raining! It's raining! Like your Sharpie was making a lot of noise, like.
Oh. Hi guys, welcome back to Grippy Sock Talk. Today I have Jen, who is my new co-host.
Yay! Hi!
And we have a very, very special guest that I'm super excited to have on, and it is Hobbies Puppet.
Ah, woohoo!
Hobbies, talk about yourself a little bit.
I'm a dog. I'm a Shih Tzu, well, part gorilla as well, and I am a puppet from the imagination of Hobbies Puppets. I live on Hobby Puppet Land. Well, I mean, right now we're hanging out by Jade. I mean, we're not there, but on the internet land, you can find us on the NOK network or on Hobbies Puppets Facebook.
Perfect. And I will add the links to your Facebook and NOK network everywhere you see Hobbies.
Woo!
Woo! All right, so we're going to get started with the very first story, and I'm going to do the same thing as last time, which is going to be two funny, two more serious, a video from Jack, a meme, and the video will end. So I'm going to bring up the first story. All right, so there's two stories in here because one of them is very short, but a lot to unpack. So this first says, my ex spent 30 days and she told me a lot of stories. One that would always pop in would be the one where she told me one of the residents would violently in the main room because she liked the attention. It would take 3 or 4 grown adults to subdue her because she had some ungodly strength. Okay, first story. Second one, dude with his friends eating each other's.
What?
What the? Oh. Wow.
Which one?
Okay. Let's touch on the second one for just a moment. Eating each other's seriously?
Are they friend lovers? I mean,
They just met at the psych ward and they're eating each other's. Yeah.
No, they're not even. They didn't know each other before. That's
probably not.
I mean, get it.
Gross,
but get it.
To each its own, I guess. I mean, if I go there, I mean, usually when I get sent to a mental ward and I see a pretty girl, I mean, well, hey.
I can't. But like, you don't even know the people. You don't.
Even better, right. And you already know that if you can't take the breakup, she's got a counselor.
Yeah. That's true. Like, I know the food's not the best, but come on, guys. Come on. Okay?
There's gotta be something.
There's everything else is better than
Anything is better than that, guys. Come
Right.
on.
Now, what was the other? The other one was the girl.
Violently masturbate.
Yeah,
Oh,
she would
yeah. Mm.
she would violently, and it would take what, like three, four grown adults, I didn't say men or women, but to subdue her.
I need a definition of violently masturbate. I mean, I don't need visuals, but like, to what extreme? What is violently?
Yeah. Oh man, I don't. It's one of those things, I guess, that us puppets. So if we were in either jail or an institution, it's one of those things you just don't do. I mean, it's I can't wait to get out because I can't wait to. You don't know who's gonna walk in, so I guess so to do it publicly like that, I guess, unless that's the thrill, and I yeah. And
Again,
then what's
kink
the
shame. We don't.
training on that? Yeah, what's the training on that? When you go in as the psychiatrist aide or PCT, they're trained in different ways and
Yep.
techniques. And so you got to professionally go in and, ma'am, please remove your hand from your cooch. Ma'am, please come. No, no, come on. It's starting to hurt. I mean, I don't know. Is there civil liberties at play here now too?
You're actually bringing up good points. Like,
Yes.
what is the psychiatrist supposed to be like? Sit down and be like, okay, we need you to do this in private.
How do you even approach that though? Like,
Mm-hmm.
And like to have people like, she's like, no, let me do it. Like, what?
you know, she's fighting them like maybe with one hand. I don't know. The other one's busy, but like seriously, like if it takes 4 people to contain her, that's some strength, man.
She's like the Energizer Bunny.
I mean,
And the supervisor reading the report said, "Dude, you got to rewrite this. You can't say I pulled her hand from her tush. No, you gotta reword it. I restrained in a not. Yeah. Let's rewrite this shit. Like, can you imagine how them reports were?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna ask Jen, because Jen was a paramedic for 10 years. Had this situation happened to you, what would you have written down? How, like, professionally?
okay.
You would have had to take a minute on.
A lot of minutes. In all honesty, probably just it's best to just be straightforward and blunt. Like
Yeah.
I was very, very blunt in my reports because a lot of the times patients lie to you. They tell you one story, then they tell the nurses a different story, then they tell the doctors a completely different story. So like you just got to be blunt. But like I don't even know how I would start that report. Like woman, I mean.
I'm trying to think.
I'm not
from a
speechless
medical.
often, but this is something I just can't.
You'd be like, partner, here, you write the report.
Tag, I'm tapping out. It's on you, dude.
Right.
You figured this out.
I had a captain like that. We would paste and copy his report. And had our names. Yeah. He would read it and be like, "Oh, well, the wording on this is you need to change up a little." But yep, you did well.
Yeah.
You know what? Use ChatGPT now. Like,
Right?
ChatGPT, how do I write this report?
Oh God, I can't even imagine.
And you know what? After we're done recording, I'm actually going to go on ChatGPT and I'll ask how they would write the report, and I'll share it here.
Oh my God,
so
please do.
You're going to see it right here. But woo, that's a
That's
one
a
way
lot
to
to
start.
unpack.
It's a lot to unpack. That was a please don't eat each other's
Anything.
splooge.
Well, right. Well,
And
you know,
just
at the same
bodily
time, I
fluids.
mean, you find love in the weirdest places. I mean, I don't know. It's
The psych ward, everyone falls in love. Literally, a girl I know said there was a whole wedding at a psych ward. It's insane.
I can't.
I can't. Okay, we will bring up the second story, and I'm gonna have Jen read the second story, so I'm just going to bring it up here.
All right, so I had to get bloods taken because some medications have severe side effects to do with blood pressure, heart problems, etc. So the nurse took me to the medication room where they handed out meds and did all the blood taking. The nurse opens the door and two staff members rush to opposite sides of the room. One has her tights down by her ankles and the male nurse is zipping his trousers back up. And no, I didn't imagine it. I mean, not shocked. I'm not shocked.
You were just saying last episode that there was not a room, closet, place, floor on a hospital that has not been had in.
Yeah, it's very true.
But, like...
Here's the thing. If you're going to do it in a room where people don't come in all the time. You know, find a closet where people don't come in and out every couple minutes. Or, you know, don't do it in the medication room, you dumb.
Well, like, shouldn't these rooms not be necessarily sterilized, but somewhat clean? Like, they're taking blood.
Yeah, they're clean for sure, but like, no. Just no.
I know, but for other people, get it, like, if I was to get my blood taken and I saw that, I'd be like, bring me to another room.
Yeah, right?
Like, I'm not getting my blood taken here.
Nope. And to be so blatant about it, like, your pants were unzipped, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, it's gross. Just anywhere in the hospital, gross.
So gross.
What would a puppet do in that situation?
I don't know. I the whole time I was in a silent. I don't know. I as soon as she started speaking, it was like. And that's all. I mean, I guess a puppet would act like a stuffed animal.
There you go.
There you go.
The best way to do it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Turns out the vein was not the only thing being injected that day.
Right.
It was a short story, but
That's
it's just to show, like, because I've never been a medical personnel in any way since I've never worked in the field. I'm not a nurse, doctor. I've always been a patient or a rando visiting someone, you know. But like, for me, it's shocking that two people in a hospital that works there, you know, would go into a random room and just have at it during their, I'm assuming it's their shift.
I mean, I would hope that they wouldn't just go to the hospital to do it just on their days off.
Yeah, right.
Maybe in the medication room.
But like, I don't know. Like, I would freak out.
It's just...
I have no sense of adventure, I guess. I do, but I mean, I guess that I mean, yeah, fudge. I mean, the most exotic place is maybe the sand getting on my bum.
That's where you draw the line, is hospital.
Right.
There is a line. That
Yes.
hospital is not on my bucket
That's
list.
where everybody goes to get fixed.
There's body fluids of every body fluid imaginable everywhere. You can get the best cleaner you want.
Oh,
Ugh.
never gonna be clean. It's never gonna be clean.
And you said that about the trucks. It's
Yes.
the same thing.
There's crevices that you don't even know are there, and I don't even want to know how many years of grossness is in them.
Right? Like, I don't, yeah.
But an old UV light in that closet or whatnot would be kind of weird, eh?
I'd be scared, man. I'd be scared to do that.
Actually, they should put UV lights everywhere. Doesn't that kill, like, bacteria and things?
Well, yeah,
Or-
if it's strong enough.
Yeah, or it exposes it.
Yes.
It exposes, I wouldn't, oh my god. I swear, if I go back to if I get put back into a psych ward, I'm bringing a little UV light.
Yeah.
And then then next time I see a cleaning lady, I'm like, can you give me cleaning products?
Yeah.
She probably can't. I
No.
remember someone actually wanted to clean, and they're like, we're not really supposed to, but here you go anyway. But anyway, you're not supposed to have any cleaning products. But yeah,
No.
it just goes to show, like, yeah, I guess it does happen, and I'm wondering if it ever like happened when I was in and I never knew. Like,
Probably. Sorry.
everyone, just patients, staff. The worst would
Everybody.
be patient and staff.
I mean, it's.
But
I'm sure it's happened.
I'm certain if you're someone you know has had this happen, let me know. Okay, I got
No.
a podcast for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Um. Okay, so we're gonna jump to the third story, and the third and fourth story are more serious because, like, there's a lot of funny things that happens in psych wards, but there's also a lot of sad or messed up things that also happens that I want to address as well. So it's not as, like, not funny, but it's realistic. So I will open that right now. All right. So this one says, when I was 19 and admitted the first time, I was anxious already and could barely sleep the first night. My roommate was quiet, which didn't alarm me at first. The next day I went to the common room and talked to some people, and then later went back to my room, found that my roommate had scribbled "find them" all over the walls and was talking to herself. I was terrified and grabbed the nurse, who tried to talk to her but couldn't make sense out of what she said, and I asked to stay in another room. I stayed in the restraint room that night by myself and woke up the next morning to a fight in the hallway and the nurses running past my room. Apparently one guy pulled out his in front of the wrong patient and got punched. Then later that week, I was cornered by the same guy who pulled out his and asked if I wanted to have in the bathroom. I literally cried after that and was terrified.
Oh my. That's horrific.
That's being 19, like, you're an adult, but to me you're still a baby, okay?
You are still a baby, 100%.
So that is, if you're in there for something like anxiety or depression, not necessarily psychotic symptoms, but you see psychotic behaviors for the first time, it is terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, I would have went in the restraint room also. Like, I would have been like, please put me in another room, first of all, with the girl scribbling, and, like, you don't know, right? You don't know.
Right. No,
But
exactly.
then
Yeah.
to have that a man corner you, whips it out, and literally tries to have,
That's, ugh, that's gross. That's gross.
it is gross. And I don't care what mental
No,
disability you have, it's never okay. Okay,
no.
you can't do that. You can't do that to people. And there's a lot of stories that's going to be coming up on this channel and there's a lot of things like that happens. A lot of R words, that I
Yes.
don't want to say, that actually happens to people. And I feel like, I know not every psych ward or hospital has the budget for it, but I almost feel like you should put maybe more aggressive or combative or types of patient in one place, and then
Yeah. I mean, that's a good idea, but then you've got all these combative patients together.
yeah,
And it not always have separate rooms for them, right? So you've got to try to think about it that way. It's a lose-lose situation. Like, there's really no facilities big enough
yeah,
to house the people that need the help.
I've been on facilities where they've had different floors, and it's works. It's good for the staff to respond. Some you respond to different areas. Adolescents, you get that responding. You get responding to some. Yeah, seen a whole campus where I've literally had to work on one side and run to the other on like a 2-time alert, and
Wow.
go
Oh,
and help. And again, you never know. I mean, some you never know. I mean, people are there that need help, and at the same time, you need the staff there to protect the situations. Um,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's until the guy whips out the wiener, you don't know it's his MO, or to reclassify him. So you don't know it's you don't know. And so you need a response to where you are protecting the patient's civil rights, yet still, everyone, even his.
Yeah.
100%. And there are some facilities that, like you said, like are separate, where they have aggressive, combative.
Males with males, females with females. Yeah.
Yes, that too. Females only, male only. Because clearly, like this 19-year-old should have never experienced
No.
this.
No.
Like,
No.
and obviously he's a repeat offender because she said that he had done this. So why wasn't he in like a solitary confinement? Why
Yes.
wasn't he,
Find
like,
somewhere for him to go.
yes, like if you know this is gonna happen, then put him somewhere else. Like even in where I was, like yes, we were male and female, but there was CNC where it's like one on one, where you're alone and you can't leave. You have to eat there. You have to do everything there. And clearly, if it was the next morning and they let him out to roam again, like I can't blame the staff for everything, but I do
Yeah.
because but I do feel like he should have probably been in solitary confinement. But again, it's depends on country to country, state, state, province, province.
Is it
I
wrong
just
for
feel
you
like
to say, hey, well, it's a good time for us to work on your accepting skills? Not always are you going to be in the right situation, but sometimes somebody's going to whip out their wiener.
Yeah, holy shit.
more often than not.
More often than not. The only time I've seen a wiener, I'll say like hobbies, when I was in the psych ward was when a guy was booty juice. Do you know what that is, hobbies?
No, what's a booty juice?
So I learned that from Reddit. Must be true. But but booty juice is a mix of Haldol, Ativan, and Benadryl. So when there's a combative patient, they will jab you in the butt,
Yeah.
and then you're sedated. So this guy that was really aggressive, I spoke about in my previous video, he got that. But he was so combative and so dangerous and so destructive that he was naked, and he wanted to change him to a padded room, but he was naked. So like everyone who walked in front of it just saw him like out, held by security guards, everything swinging, changing to
Yeah.
like he was
That's
unconscious. He was totally
Uh,
well. Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, that's it's kind
It's
of
sad. Yeah.
it's kind of sad because like he was kind of
There's
exposed, but
right, and that's the thing. Like there's no dignity there for him. Like even if he was combative and stuff, like you're just gonna hold him there naked for everybody to see. Like
well, it
still
was
not
just while
cool.
they were switching rooms, but yeah, I saw it with my own eyes,
Right,
like
and that's the thing.
so
How many other people did too? Right.
exactly. And
So
there's cops there, there's security, nurses, all of them were there, but he was out.
yeah.
And then he became the sweetest guy there was
Yeah.
when he was finally medicated. So I was like, ugh, I felt really bad, and he probably doesn't even know.
Probably doesn't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way he would remember that. But whew, that was something. But yeah, it's healthcare's not perfect, and I can't blame we can point fingers. It is what it is. But it would be good to have separation, or maybe not give people, like some people you can trust, but some people you clearly can't, and sometimes you have to judge. Like I'm sure you as a like paramedic, you probably saw some repeat,
Oh,
and some that you knew you could trust or you knew exactly what to do, and some that you're like, I'm not
yeah.
turning my back.
Well, and that's exactly it. We did have repeats, and we did have patients who they would come like it was every Friday and Saturday night we would get, calls for certain patients, and it was always the same thing. So yeah, you know how to handle them eventually.
Right, exactly. So I would assume that's the same thing like for him. Like they should have probably known he was going to do that, but
Well, yeah.
maybe not. It's hard to if you're not there. We always need more information, right? Like I want to know.
Yes, so many
Again,
questions.
so many questions. So I can bring up the fort story here. All right, so I'll have Jen read the fort story.
The summer we kept getting a ton of teenage girl admissions because of some TikTok thing called Grippy Sock Vacation or something stupid like that, where basically they would lie about being so they could come to the psych ward, not realizing that once they told an assessor that they were with a plan, we were obligated to keep them for at least 72 hours, even if they then confessed it was a lie, and that they were going to have to do the strip search, give up their phones and piercings, no underwire bras, no shoes, laces, and spend the next 3 days in fun trivia because the chief MD is not in hospital on weekends. Saturday and Sunday don't count toward a 72-hour hold in my state. So if they did this on a Friday night, clock paused until Monday morning, meaning 5-day stay. With actually disturbed and depressed patients. Like so many of them were just huddled in a group room corners crying their whole stay, all for clout. Wow.
Yeah. So when I read that, I was like, I knew I wanted to share it here because kids, okay? And I'm calling you a kid. If you're 16-year-old, you are a kid. Okay, yes, there's a whole thing about Grippy Sock Jail, people taking videos, and oh my God, I went to. No, it is not always cool.
No, it's
Okay,
scary.
it can be very scary. And like this poster said, they didn't realize that they were going to be stuck there.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if you threaten your life, you're going to be stuck there. And they
Yeah,
can
they
keep
don't
you
trust.
longer. Like, yes, it's 72 hours, but if they decide they can keep you longer, but you're surrounded by other depressed people, some manic people, some that are on psychosis, some on drug withdrawal, some
Yeah.
that are catatonic. It's things you've never seen in your life. It
Yes.
is not worth it to make a Facebook post to say you were in Grippy Sock vacation. It's not a vacation.
No. No.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's hi. Hi, I'm a moron. I decided to pretend that I did something just so I could walk around and say, "Oh, hey, I'm crazy." I mean, what the
Right.
Right?
Right.
And teenagers are sorry. I'm sorry. Teenagers are stupid, okay?
Don't be sorry. It's true.
They're so stupid. And they don't realize that they're going to probably have some form, they could have PTSD from going in a place like that,
f-?
okay?
Oh,
Um,
yes.
First of all, they could get PTSD. They're taking the space for someone who might actually need help.
That stuff
Yep.
costs money. The insurance.
Right
Yeah.
in the States, right? You're absolutely correct because this here it's free in Canada
Oh,
to
okay.
go in. Yeah, in the psych ward, like I didn't have to pay. It didn't go through any of my insurance. It's just covered by the government. But in the States, your parents have to pay
Yeah.
with using their insurance.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even imagine how my dad and mom, if I had done that as a kid.
So that's something as a troubled youth that some of my guilt as I got older and wised up, the institution and the stuff and the things that I did and the places and all the psychiatrists, the ones I even were screwing around with and would make up to just get a rise out of them. And, so it's like I feel it. It's a kid thing, but damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, and it's a real thing. I saw TikToks of what looked like teenager taking. I don't even know how they had their phones in, but they were videotaping like, oh, things to expect in the psych ward, and then they would show like the sink that's rounded in steel, and I'm like, how do you even have your phone? Like
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
they had fun recording, but after that, being put on the floor with other people who actually have mental health issues,
Yep.
yeah, it's
That's
not
going to give
funny.
them mental health issues alone. That,
Yes. Seeing, if you've never seen someone psychotic having a psychotic breakdown, your first time is like, it can be traumatizing,
it's terrifying.
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 And someone who's actually trying to self-harm, bleeding. There's so much trauma you're putting yourself into. It is not worth it, kids. It is not worth it. And if you're an adult and you do that, you're even more stupid, okay?
Right.
Just don't do it. If you need help, by all means, go, okay?
Yes.
But don't be like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this because this is so fun and I'll be able to tell people I went in a psych ward and I have a Grippy Sock vacation. No.
Well, then it's on
not-
your record forever.
Yeah.
And they treat you differently from here on out, sweetheart. So sorry about your luck.
Save it for your midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. And like you said, it's on your record, and that can affect a lot of things, like jobs, okay? If you want to be a cop,
education?
yes, if you want to be a cop, they might not trust you with the pew-pew
Yeah,
because
right.
because at one point you were
Yeah.
and you joked about it. So now you can't carry a pew-pew
Right.
because of that. It can affect so many things. It is not a joke. But again, I can't stress it enough. If you need it, you need it. Any age, okay?
Oh, God, yes.
But for clout,
Burn up.
I had to, when I read that, I was like, this has to be put out there now.
I agree.
Okay, as someone who's been in, you've seen things and you've both seen things. It is not always pretty. Did I have fun sometimes? Yes, we did play games. Sometimes we colored. There was some moments that were fun and cool, but were there some terrifying moments? 100%.
Yeah.
100%. You don't know what you're putting yourself into.
No, exactly. And I mean, going back to that story with the 19-year-old, these kids could experience something like that while they're
Yes.
in there. Like
Yes.
so many things could go wrong. Like, just stop. Just
Yep.
stop trying to be cool because you're not.
No, it's not cool.
Sorry.
And they were trying to backpedal and be like, "Oh, I just did this for TikTok," and they're like, "Too late. You told us this. Like, there's nothing we can do."
Yeah.
And then they're all in a corner crying
Yeah.
because they want to get out.
Once you
And
utter
they
those
can't.
words, game over.
Game over. If you tell a paramedic, a cop, a nurse, a
911
doctor,
dispatcher.
even your parents, if you tell your parents you're going to do it and you're lying to them and they call,
Well, yeah. If you call 911 and tell the dispatcher I'm going to harm myself, they immediately send everybody. Cops,
the cops,
paramedics,
yes, anyone, whoever gets there first.
usually the firefighters.
You're going to be formed. I'm not sure what the US is, but here it's called like a Form 1, where you're forced. What is it? Is it 5150 or something?
I believe so, yeah. I believe.
Hobbies?
What?
Is it 5150 like for the
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't remember. It's one of them holds. Yep.
yeah. But same thing. It's just a paper that says you are legally stuck here
Yeah, yeah.
until a psychiatrist signs it off.
And even here, I don't know for sure, but sometimes it takes the weekend again to get to see anybody. So you're stuck again,
It is. So, yeah.
Sometimes excuse me, I know a psychiatrist. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. A psychiatrist will be on call, but it's not to say they're going to come in right away. If the patient isn't like in immediate danger, they're going to be like, well, put him in the padded room, give him whatever to calm him down. I'll be in the morning.
Well, that was my little PSA here. Don't do this.
Good one. Much needed.
Don't, for the love of God, kids and especially adults. If I hear an adult do that, I'll just slap them. I can't slap a kid, but don't do it.
Just don't get caught. So I'm kidding.
Well, Hobby's a puppet. He could like his little. It's all soft.
Yeah.
You can give little slaps.
Slap people around.
Yeah, I'm not a violent person.
I know we can. Tell.
I can see that.
Yeah. But no, just don't do it. Just it's not worth it. So I'm gonna show you guys another video of Jack's vets. He is hilarious. He's a psych nurse. If you've seen my other episode, you've seen him once, and I'm gonna start sharing one of his videos on each episode because I love him. He's hilarious. So I'll bring that up. All right, so I'll play the video.
Hi there, Jack here. Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Psych Ward, where something happens to me at the Psych Ward and I tell you about it. Today has been a rather disturbing day. I have 3 patients that have lice. They all came in with it. Nobody contracted it from one another. But luckily one of them is a guy, and he was cool with me shaving his head, just buzz cutting it, because that is a surefire way to get lice. Just take away their home, burn it to the ground. Anyways, I did it. Got done shaving his head, and he was like, "Thank you so much." And I was like, "No problem." Had all this garb on, and I turned around, and before I knew it, he was picking up the hair that had lice and all the eggs in it and throwing it at me, singing, "It's raining eggs. Hallelujah, it's raining eggs. Amen," while I screamed in terror. As you guys know, I have very luscious locks, and I cannot risk them getting lice. So I am just keeping this on the rest of the day until I can find a shower. I'm so scared.
Like,
I have a story.
oh no.
So I had a student on my trucks, right? So me and my partner went to a call for whatever, and we go in, and this woman is laying in her bed. My student goes up and starts talking to the patient, like assessing her. And my partner comes up beside me. He goes, "Get her off the bed, get her off the bed, get her off the bed." And I looked, and they were jumping. Bed bugs.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Jumping, literally jumping off the bed. I was like, ah! So I wrapped her like a cocoon. And then when we got back to the hospital, my student took her uniform off, and we put it in a bag, and we burned it. So yeah.
You can see them jump.
Jumping. This house was also, the floor was cat litter, so just take that as you will. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was really gross. Really gross.
I thought bed bugs lived in bed.
They do. They live like in the bed, but there were so many, like you could see them coming up around the corners.
Oh my God. Was it on her too?
Oh, everywhere, man. The whole house was just, yes, it was infested.
Wow.
Yeah. It's no longer there anymore.
Did it burn? Like it should be burnt to the ground.
Intentionally, they tore it down.
Yeah. Yeah. That wouldn't be good for you and your hairy puppets there.
No. Yeah, we would have to shave ourselves. We would look like a skinless French poodle.
Yeah, you would.
That would be so sad.
But like patients, they use a lot of things as weapon. But how did he weaponize hair? Like he literally weaponized his hair.
Yes.
Or a hairless. Yeah, that's what I meant. A hairless.
Oh, I can't even
Hairless.
imagine like just flinging hair around, just like throwing it around like glitter.
And he was singing. He was singing. It's raining eggs. And Jack, if you've seen his video, has beautiful curls and long hair. Like,
Yes, he does have very beautiful hair. I can't even imagine.
I don't know. I'm quite fond of a crazy person breaking into the song at the hospital. I mean, I don't know. It's like you're just sitting there, you're pumped out, you're in the hospital. I mean, shit. If I was in the next room and I'm sitting there, man, I don't want to be here. Gosh damn it. This place sucks. All of a sudden I hear in the next room, "It's raining eggs! It's raining eggs!" I mean,
Oh my god.
I love it. Oh my God, I should contact Jack and be like, "Do you need a lead singer for your videos?
Yeah,
we
one.
got hobbies here."
right.
Hilarious.
Right. He could play the crazy
Oh my
person.
god.
I'd just tell him his crazy person part.
Oh my god, it's
Oh.
hilarious. But not for him. Like I
No,
feel so bad. Like the he goes through.
that
Like
poor man. I would burn that whole uniform that he had on. Burn it.
yeah, you have to.
Oh,
Oh, legal disclaimer: these guys are in the hospital. They're technically not crazy yet. I not in any way was I diagnosing.
Full disclaimer.
Yeah,
Hobbies is not diagnosing
yeah.
anyone.
no.
No. If you dance around and throw hair at your caregivers, there still is a faint chance you're sane.
It's like this big.
This-
That big.
like I'm crazy, but not no, not
I
throwing lice eggs at someone crazy.
no, no, no. I mean, I would do a lot of things, but I don't think I would do that.
No.
That's like spitting on someone. That's gross.
Right, which in jail, both the spitting or I guess maybe throwing hair and lice would be thrown a weapon and considered a weapon in jail. So I mean,
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. You said spitting, and there was a lady, the second or third time that I was in, who would spit everywhere. I don't know why. And she even spit in the kettle that people make our tea. Because we had a little kitchenette.
I hate people.
She spit in there. So, like, I don't know how they cleaned it.
Threw it out and got a new one, hopefully.
No, they didn't. No, they're too cheap for that. They
Yes,
probably
that's-
just put vinegar or something and assumed that it was. But I don't make tea. But some people use it for coffee, instant
Yeah.
coffee or whatever. And I'm like, and
Gross.
that same woman, I have to say it. Before I knew she was spitting everywhere, because when she was found spitting, she was actually put in CNC. They're like, okay, well, we can't trust you around anything, so
No.
you know,
gross.
she was put on in one-on-one. But I sat next to her before knowing all this, and she seemed normal. She's like probably in her 60s. I don't know. She was talking, and then I see her rip. You know, on our plates we have tea bags and stuff, and I thought she was gonna make tea because we have like hot water. She takes out the tea bag, shoves it in her mouth, starts sucking on it, and I'm like trying to pretend I'm not seeing it, but I'm like, and then she do that, spits it out, and I'm like,
Ew.
and then she does the same thing with, what do you call them, soda crackers?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
eats them, and then she just spits all over her. And I'm sitting next to her trying to eat, and I'm like,
Gross. Why?
she was just, I don't know, spitting everywhere, everything, anything. I have no idea. And I
hate spitters.
stayed away from her.
Yeah. That's gross. That's
Yeah.
gross.
Yep.
I don't know.
You
can't throw
been
shit
spit on several times.
Yeah,
What?
you can't throw pee or spit. It's just rude. I mean, again, it's these people
Gross.
are here to help you. Don't distract them with other stuff.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. You called me, dude. Like,
Right. I'm here. Like, you're there for help. Like, stop.
yeah.
Like, some things that some patient look forward to is their tea and coffee, and now you just ruined it for them.
Right.
Right?
Like,
That makes you even more of a dork.
yeah, and that could actually make some people go into psychosis. Like,
It can make people sick. You don't know what this person has? Like, gross.
it was,
Keep your
yeah.
bodily fluids to yourself.
Please. Oh my God. Please.
Gross.
Oh, freak. All right. Well, the last thing I'm gonna share is just a meme. So I'm gonna pull that up right now. So, the meme says, "Me and the psych ward doing arts and craft to get out early." And this is Pingu. I love Pingu. So, okay. Anyone who's ever been in a psych ward knows when you're kind of like trusted, when a psychiatrist signs off that you're trusted, I guess. You're allowed to go in a craft room when it's open. And for us, I think it was every, like, I think it was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something at a specific time. So you're allowed to do, oh my God, all kind of things. Leather work, copper work. You could do, obviously, painting, drawing. They had all kind of tool in there, which was crazy to me, like hammers and everything,
Yeah.
scissors, like, yeah. So the psychiatrist has to be like, yep, that person's fine to do that. So a lot of people would just go there and just do their arts and craft as much as possible to be like, see, would a depressed person do this?
I can be trusted. I can be trusted.
Like, can I get out now? Because I'm drawing, I'm coloring, I'm painting, and
Oh my God.
every psych ward has that. I swear,
Like my house.
right? With kids, oh my God.
Kids have to do arts and crafts to get out.
Yes, and a lot of people, that's what they would do. They do arts and craft just to prove that they were well, even though they weren't. Just
God.
because that's like a plus if you participate, right, in
Yeah.
groups, or you participate in art, or
Yeah.
the more you participate in things, then the more sane you appear. I don't know. So that meme is totally relatable. A lot of people did that. A lot.
Yeah.
But it's still crazy to me that they would just let people have access to, like, the like hammers and stuff. Like,
I mean, yeah, I don't understand sometimes.
and it's not the rounded scissors. It's like the big.
It's not kid scissors. It's
No.
real big person scissors.
Yes. Even chemicals like sulfur, because when you do copper work and you want to paint it, it smelled disgusting. Oh my God.
Yeah.
When you do copper work, which I did, you have to use sulfur and like chemicals and paint. Yeah. That's just a recipe for disaster. Plus, where I was, maybe not everywhere, it was occupational therapists that were watching us, not nurses.
What?
There was no
Really?
nurse. Yep, no nurse in there.
How does that work?
If someone does something, I guess you scream and they have to run around, and the person has a lot of chance to do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, occupational therapists were watching us, not nurses.
that's so crazy to me. Like, that blows my mind.
Yep.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Like, people are good liars. Like, I'm surprised I didn't see something happen in there. I'm honestly surprised I haven't. But some people have. I have stories for later episodes. Some people have. And I'm like, yeah, well, if you're like where I was, there's no nurse. And the securities, the security guard in the hospital I'm talking about, they're not up on that floor.
No.
They're below. So when there's a code white, like they have to go up the elevator, run.
And those elevators aren't quick to get to.
They're far from the elevator too. Like, it happened when I was in that the code white was called, and it took like 5 minutes.
Jeez.
Maybe 3 to 5 minutes.
Still, it's too long. It's too long. They should be
Yeah.
up there. They should have security staff up there.
Yes, they should. I don't know why there's not at least one.
Right. Not enough
Crazy.
people working. Sad.
Nope. Did you do arts and craft hobbies?
Yeah, so I enjoyed it. It was to give myself a hobby so the mind will be relaxed.
It does. It actually really does. Like, coloring
Love
is
coloring.
the whole thing in there. Like, I brought my own markers, which were Sharpies, which again was surprise. The things you were allowed to bring. I bought like, I don't know how much Sharpie, like the color one, and I would color, and some people would, you know what ASMR is?
Yes.
Do you know what ASMR is, Hobbies?
Yeah.
People would look at me color and just be like, it was like relaxing for them to watch me color, because I was like so like
Intricate.
yes, so intricate, and with Sharpies, like, there's no, I don't know. It's just it colors really well.
Were
But
you making
Yes.
noise like as you were coloring, or
what?
were you making noise while you were coloring? Like,
Oh yeah, the ASMR noise like they do. Like I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know what they do. It's so like yeah, it's like some ASMR is okay, but the ones where they make like I'm like no,
No.
but no, I'm not an ASMR artist. At first, I was like making noise. I was like, "What?"
yeah,
Right?
like your Sharpie was making a lot of noise, like.
Oh, and that's kids like I just can imagine like on the whiteboard, like squeak, 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 squeak.
oh, oh, I hate that sound.
Oh God, that's funny. But yeah, arts and craft definitely a banger in the psych ward. But people
Yeah.
would try to use it to be like, "See, I'm well. Would a depressed person paint this?
Yeah, really.
Let me out."
Yeah.
But I literally did it because it was fun.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised I never saw an incident there. I'm honestly, yeah, I'm sure it has happened, but not when I was in, so I
Yeah.
can't. But yeah, it was fun. I love doing arts and craft.
I do too.
Yes. Well, thank you so much to Hobbies for being our guest today. Jen, it's your first episode as a co-host.
Yay!
How was it?
It was awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm
I love it.
so excited to have you
Thank
join
you.
the Grippy Sock Talk here and having the updated cartoon.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
I
God,
can't wait.
it's yes, me too. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, sub, comment, share, do all the things. If you have funny stories, leave them in the comments.
Yes.
Just or if you want to write to us personally because you don't want it out there, you can also do that. Go on Reddit, post. I'll find it. I'll find it on Reddit. Okay,
We'll find you.
we'll find you. But definitely, if you have any stories, whether they're funny or dark or sad or whatever it is, I want them. Well, we want them.
Want them.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Bye.